Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Life Foundation of Canada Dog Guides. On this rainy day, so I need to remind you all that out of respect for our clients, we are asking that you not clap your hands, but we practice. When we don't practice, the sign for applause instead of clapping. I know it's a hard temptation, it's instinctive, but if you could try to remember that, we really appreciate it. My name is Beth Dendel. I have the distinct pleasure of being the CEO of this amazing organization and welcome to graduation at Summer School 2020 Buckeye. This is our second graduation of this summer, and summer classes always feel a little bit different than in other classes. I don't know whether it's the warm weather, the extreme heat, or the lack of rain of the community, or the longer days, or the vacation mood, but it's so nice to have clients in the building as you go about your training. So we're thrilled to have you here. And this school always feels different when we have clients in. So we are delighted to be celebrating with you tonight as you go forth and graduate. Tonight we have 14 clients graduating in this ceremony for our program. I know some of you have been waiting a very long time for this night and waiting for the right match. So we're thrilled that you're here. When I met with our clients in class last week, the bonds of your new K-9 partners were already well established and you were well on your way to success. So I hope that you feel the wait to get here was worth it. Graduations are the highlight of our work as Life Foundation of Canada Dog Guide. It's the culmination of the efforts coming together to fulfill our mission to empower Canadians with disabilities to navigate their world with confidence and independence by providing them with a dog guide at no cost and supporting them in their journey together. As you know, it takes a whole lot of people and a whole lot of effort to get to this point. From the dogs that we breed, to the training that our puppies undergo with their foster families, to our staff who care for and train the dogs to be their very best, to the rigorous process that you as clients undergo to ensure that we can provide you with the best dog to help you be successful and to follow up with the care that you receive over the lifetime of the partnership with your dog. But underpinning all of these efforts is an amazing community of caring people made up of the professional staff, the most dedicated and passionate volunteers I've ever had the privilege of working with, incredibly generous donors. And without all of these people coming together, the work that we do, quite simply, would not be possible. So thank you for joining us as we celebrate our most recent graduates. Over the next hour or so, you will get to meet them, learn a little bit about their journey and how they're working with their new partners. And it always brings a smile to my face and maybe a tear or two to hear how our dogs are doing, making a difference for our clients. And it inspires us to do our best. So I hope you enjoy the graduation as much as I do. I also have the privilege tonight of saying thank you to our sponsors. As you know, it costs $35,000 to breed, raise, train, and match a dog guide with a client. And the creation of these life-changing partnerships is possible through the generosity of our sponsors. So to our sponsors, your donation has made it possible to train and place a new dog guide. This is a significant contribution that will give someone greater mobility, increased safety, and a new sense of independence, and enable to navigate their world with confidence. Your support today has made a lasting impact. So on behalf of the entire organization and the person who will be matched with this new dog guide, we are truly grateful. Your sponsorship is essential to our mission, and it makes all the difference. So I would like to take a moment to honor our generous donors and organizations who have contributed to this. So again, at the end, maybe we can all just do our sign of appreciation. To the Walker Wood Foundation, Susan McCracken, Wayne and Isabel Fox, the Chestermere Lions Club, the Welland Lions Club, Camrose Swans and Roses Lions Club, Springbank Lions Club, Pet Value, and the Ridgeway Lions Club. I'd also like to give a special mention to Shirley, who named Service Dog Keeper through our 2024 Giving Tuesday campaign. Shirley chose the name as these dogs are trained to keep their person safe. The way you supported Lions Foundation of Canada Dog Guides with such generosity is a brilliant example of how communities come together for the greater good. It truly inspires us to see your commitment, and thank you so much for your support. I would now like to turn it over to my colleagues. To Hayana, who's going to speak a little bit about our fosters and our sitters, these amazing people who take on really one of the hardest jobs of raising our puppies. So over to you, Hayana.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Just a little bit. All right, good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome to Dog Guides. Firstly, I want to congratulate all of the clients for their hard work in class so far. My name is Hannah. I'm one of the puppy program representative here at Dog Guides. Today, I want to give you a brief overview of the beginning of the dog's journey with us. So here at Dog Guides, we have our very own breeding program. Our breeders have been carefully selected to ensure maximum future success. The breeds we use are Labradors, Golden Retrievers, and Standard Poodles. So at 8 weeks of age, our wonderful foster families take the puppies into their loving homes. Foster families are selfless people who take on these cute little bundles of fuzz, preparing them for advanced training. They care for the puppies 24/7 and work with the puppy program representative. They attend the regular training sessions, home assessments, mall visits, and online classes to ensure maximum success of training. The foster family's role are to house train, crate train, and teach them basic obedience, helping to mold and shape these puppies into well-socialized and confident, well-mannered dogs who are ready to enter the advanced training stage. At around 10-11 months old, the puppy representatives will assess the foster puppy's strengths to see which program they would be most likely to success in. Tonight, we want to recognize the hard work and dedication of the following foster families. When I say your name, please stand where you are seated so that you can be recognized. Terry and Glenn for fostering Icy. Just a reminder, we're not clapping tonight. All right. Angel and family for fostering Yogi. Aaron for fostering Thor. Michelle for fostering Keeper. Anne for fostering Rory. Michelle for fostering Patrick. Frank for fostering Sparkles. Katie for fostering Zara. Tarak for fostering Zip. Stephanie for fostering Victor. Leslie and Marta for fostering Vector. Nancy for fostering Ranger. And finally, Joanne for fostering Luann. All right, thank you so much. And I'll hand it over to, who's next? Sorry. That was the end. Oh, I'll hand it over to Haley and Kate for Seizure Response Program.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kate, and Haley and I are the instructors in this seizure response class. In our program, our dogs are trained to respond to the physical movement of their client's seizures, to bark for help when they're asked, to fetch a medical kit and a phone, and to go get someone in the house for help. Tonight we're celebrating 6 teams, which is one of our largest classes to date. So we have William and Vector, Lilia and Zara, Renee and Patrick, Jessica and Victor, Gabe and Sparkles, and Jane and Zeke. I wanted to take a second to shout out Riley for training her very first seizure response dog, Zeke. You should be very proud of yourself and of him. So while we still have a week left in our class, we're here a little bit longer than most, so our class is 2.5 weeks. So we just started last week, and we have another week to go. Our clients are already doing an amazing job of working and bonding with their dog guides. Haley and I are very proud of the effort and commitment we're seeing, and we're so excited to watch these teams continue to grow together. Thank you so much to all of our foster families and volunteers that were a part of the dog's journey to get here. Here is William and Vector to say a few words on behalf of our class, and then we'll have Renee and Patrick go after that.
I am William Chittenden, who I have been kindly given Vector. This is my 3rd service dog that I've been kindly given by the lovely Dog Guides of Canada Lions Foundation. I've had epilepsy since birth. Long story short, 2015 would have been a short year if it wasn't for this lovely foundation. I would have drowned in a shower. To long story short, the dog's name was Carol. Golden Labrador Cross. Lovely one. I've lovely been given Vector this time. It is a good one. Anyways, I'd like to thank the sponsors, the foster families, the sitters. Long story short, thank you.
Thanks, William.
Good for you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Renee Frabier. This is my first time receiving a service dog. I can't express my gratitude to the Lions Foundation and everybody who has made this possible for me and Mr. Patrick to have a relationship for the rest of our lives. Thank you to the foster families. And then I know Mr. Patrick didn't like the kennel, so he had doggy daycare as well. So thank you all. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Haley. You guys are absolutely amazing trainers. It's going to be hard to leave after a week, but also be nice to be able to sleep in my own bed. So I am a professional singer in my town, and I thought maybe Patrick and I could practice for the first time because he's going to be on stage with me. So we shall see how this goes. Mr. Patrick, can you sit, please? No? All right.
It's not simple to say, moisture.
Okay, we'll try this one more time. It's not simple to say. Most days I don't recognize me, but these shoes are sacred. That place and its patrons have taken more than I gave them. It's not easy to know I'm not a thing like I used to be. All poetry, I was never attention sweet scented. I still remember that girl. She's imperfect,
diamonds, but she tries. She is good, but she loves. She is hard on songs. She is broken and worn as scrap. She is messy, but she's high. She is lonely most of the time. She's all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful. She is gone, but used to be my love. Seeing times in life, it's just leasing through the battle. In cards in the sink, a mix of the years ish. Now I'm ready. You're not what I asked for. If I'm honest, I know I would give it all back. More chance to start over and rewrite an ending or two. The girl that I know be reckless, just enough. Is her or learns how to toughen up when she's bruised and gets used by a repair. To each should be spared of the right that's inside her, growing stronger each day till it finally reminds her to place her stain, to bring back the fire in her eyes. It's gone for you to be but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She's all of us mixed up and baked in a beautiful hell. She is gone, but used to be mine.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Seizure Response Program.
Renee and Patrick. Renee sits and hugs Patrick, a black lab in a red seizure response dog harness on a stone bench. A big thank you to Patrick's foster family, Michelle Worley, and day school volunteer Nancy. Gabriel and Sparkles. Gabriel sits and hugs Sparkles, a black lab in a red seizure response dog harness on a stone bench. A big thank you to Sparkles' foster family, Frank Powers. Lilia and Zara. Lilia sits and hugs Zara, a yellow lab in a red seizure response dog harness on a stone bench. A big thank you to Zara's foster family, Katie Tigchular and the team's generous donors, Chestermere Lions Club, Camrose Swans and Roses Lions Club, and Springbank Lions Club. Jean and Zeke. Jean sits and hugs Zeke, a black lab in a red seizure response dog harness on a stone bench. A big thank you to Zeke's foster family, Tarak Sameta and volunteer setter Cherry Chan. Jessica and Victor. Jessica sits beside Victor, a black lab in a red seizure response dog harness, lying on a stone bench. A big thank you to Victor's foster family, Stephanie Adams, volunteer sitters Kathy Kermesco and Trish and Dean Scott. William and Vector. William sits and hugs Vector, a black lab in a red seizure response dog harness on a stone bench. A big thank you to Vector's foster family, Leslie Yee and Marta Rosman, and the team's generous donor, Pat Value.
Hello. My name is Sarah, and I am. Oh, back up. Oh, really? We're good now? Okay. My name is Sarah, and I'm one of the instructors in the service dog program. Our service dogs are trained to fetch dropped items, open doors, tug open things like fridges, drawers, cupboards, and bark for help in emergency situations. My coworker Serena and I have had the privilege of working with the service class over the past week and a half. While they are only partway through their journey, we have had many memorable moments. Tonight we celebrate Justina and Rory and Justin and Keeper. Justina and Rory, or Princess Rory as Justina has deemed her, have had quite the journey so far. Justina has learned all about poodletude and has adapted well to Rory's preferences. Rory has also proven to be a very determined dog, going as far as crawling under Justina's wheelchair when a fetch item rolled underneath. Rory used her paws and mouth and successfully retrieved the item to then deliver to Justina. I think Rory is going for a world record of fastest fetcher. Justin and Keeper are a perfect match. Keeper is often actively listening to class with crossed paws, always anticipating what we are about to do before we do it. When practicing fetch, Justin can't drop the items fast enough for Keeper, so she tries to help him by taking the item from him first. Justin has had to resort to asking Keeper to wait while he gets the item ready. But Keeper doesn't stop at fetch. She also comes with impeccable manners and often gets the door for Justin before being asked. We can't wait to see what the rest of class has in store for these two teams. I want to thank everyone who is a part of each dog's journey. In addition to our foster families, I extend a big thank you to our wonderful weekly volunteers, Marta, Barb, Betty Ann, and Sue, who spent time with each of these dogs over the past 6 months. And thank you to Shani for day schooling Keeper. We could not get to this point without you all. Lastly, I extend a big congratulations to all the teams celebrating tonight. Enjoy the journey to come. Now I'd like to invite Justina up, who will be speaking on behalf of the service program.
Excuse.
Hurry up in the group.
Anyway, you just buffer all subs.
The bench seat? Yeah, he's good.
Good evening, everyone. It's hard to put into words all the anticipation and hopes that our service dogs are going to embody. Our service program was small but mighty. with only 2 participants. The J&J team is only partially through their training, but we already have faced dog relief refusals and fears about how some plans will impact their bodies. Justin's dog keeper is a calm cruiser who's quick to adapt to help his handler. Justin's dad, Brian, is always thinking of new adoptions and improvements. His ideas are priceless. My mom completes the trio with she's an extra pair of eyes and hands, which is helpful for everyone. As for me and Miss Rory,
Good job, Frank.
she's already.
Sorry.
Okay. She definitely has an attitude. And has already taught me patience. My wheelchair navigation skills have had to quickly improve. I know that she will improve my life in tremendous ways. I have participated in the Walk for Dog Guys for many years and in many ways, always telling myself that it's all for the dogs. When I rode my exercise bike for the equivalent of 336 kilometers or walked 2,000 steps in 20 step increments. I know that Rory has already become my heart dog, and I know she will impact my life in tremendous ways. I would like to thank all the volunteers, donors, and staff, especially our instructors, Sarah and Serena. Thank you for your kindness, adaptability, and patience. Thank you all for all the work you put into our dogs. Your gift is priceless.
Good job.
Very good, Joyce. Fix it. Big grease.
Service Program.
Justin and Keeper. Justin sits in a wheelchair beside Keeper, a yellow lab in a red service dog harness, standing on a stone bench. A big thank you to Keeper's foster family, Michelle Stanleys, day school volunteer and sitter, Shani Swaby, and the team's generous donors, Wayne and Isabel Fox. Keeper got their name from our 2024 Giving Tuesday campaign. Her name was submitted by donor Shirley, who chose the name Keeper as these dogs are trained to keep their person safe. Justina and Rory. Justina sits in a wheelchair beside Rory, a cream standard poodle in a red service dog harness, standing on a stone bench. A big thank you to Rory's foster family, Ann Evans.
Good evening, everyone. Well, is this on? Yes. Is it on? Good evening. I'm loud enough anyways. I'm loud enough, so I can just raise my voice and we'll be good. Good evening, everyone. I'm Cordy Starr. I'm the program manager for the Autism Assistance Program as well as the facility support. I'd just like to say tonight, it's been absolutely beautiful watching how it is a village to take care of these dogs. Because you see all the support that's in this room. You guys have done beautiful speeches tonight. Mom, you cried. Mom, you sang right along with your daughter singing that song. And Mom, you came out to support. So it just takes a village to raise these dogs. So thank you so much for everyone who's here to support them, to our foster families, to our day school, to our caregivers who come. Thank you very much. In our autism program, I will acknowledge them first. In the autism program, we train our dogs to help kids between the ages of 3 and 12, but then some who are older who come in for successor dogs. And we're training these dogs for children. They might be uncomfortable in certain situations and they want to run away. It's fight or flight, and they run. Some of our dogs are used for safety. Some of our dogs are used for unpredictable sleep patterns, as well as some of our dogs are used to go to school. So when I mention your name, please stand up so we can acknowledge you. Francesca. She is here tonight for her son, Teddy, and they were matched with Yogi. This is their first dog, and we absolutely cannot wait to hear all the success stories that you have. We can't wait to hear how Teddy loves his new best friend. Deborah? Deborah is here. This is their third dog for her son, Daniel. So Thor has really big shoes to fill. They've had a dog for pretty much the past 10 years, and all the success that Daniel has done with his service dog. So we can't wait to hear the success that you guys have. And last but not least, Sylvia. And she is here for her son, Lucas, and this is their second dog. And very interesting, Icy has been placed with them, with Lucas. And Icy and Rizzo, Lucas's first dog, are actually related. So Rizzo is Icy's aunt. So that was a long time we had to figure that out. So congratulations to the three of you. We can't wait to hear everything that goes on once you guys get home with your children. And we've been also doing our facility class as well. We're going to talk about that later, but for the autism class, we are so very proud of you. And I'd like to thank Alana and Mavis for training these dogs. We have gone everywhere. We've gone to IKEA. We actually went swimming in Lake Ontario to make sure one of the dogs swam. We've been to IKEA, Costco, you name it, we've been there, and this group has been amazing. So thank you very much. I'd like to invite Deb up and Francesca up to say a little speech.
Hello, my name is Deborah Connor, and I'm a recipient of a successor dog for my autistic son, Daniel. Am I not loud enough? Sorry. We received our first dog, Spike, December 2016. His job was very demanding, helping keep my nonverbal high-risk son safe. Before receiving Spike, I had always had to have someone with me when I went out with Daniel. Alone at home, I brought him everywhere I went. Whatever room I was in, he was there, including the bathroom, as he would leave the house if he had the chance. At 4 years old, he unlocked the door and was missing in the woods overnight for 11 and a half hours. Like a lot of autistic children, he had and still has no concept of danger and would run out into the middle of the road just to watch the vehicles come towards him. After returning home with Spike, a follow-up date was set to come and teach me how to work with Spike and Daniel together. Walmart became our training ground. The dog guides van, this side, parked the farthest from the door, which is not something I would have done. After attaching the tether from Spike's vest to Daniel's belt he wore all the time, we proceeded to walk across the lot. Daniel didn't try running away. He didn't let go of the handle. It was amazing. We walked to Walmart, through Walmart, and back to our van. Sorry. I was in tears by the time we returned to the van. The difference having Spike made was so overwhelming. That was the beginning of a new chapter in our lives. Spike started school the following September and made transitioning from one class to another easy. Last June, Spike retired and we received Dean. Dean had a special bond with Daniel, now 19. He instinctively gave Daniel deep pressure whenever Daniel got upset. He would get between Daniel and I when Daniel was mad, and he would press up against Daniel. Daniel would calm down while petting the dog. Daniel gained some independence with Dean, taking the lead when in small stores and walking the aisles with me lagging behind. Daniel even learned he could take the dog and walk 400 meters down our busy country road to his sister's house. Their bond was strong from the beginning. Unfortunately, Dean became sick, reacting badly to some antibiotics, and had to be retired in March. Life changed instantly for us. We no longer went for walks as it was too dangerous to walk on the road without Daniel's dog. Outings only happened if I could arrange at least 2 other people to go with me. Dog guides put us on a priority list to receive another dog as soon as possible, and we were matched with Thor. I look forward to our journey with Thor as I know firsthand what life is without a service dog. But having a service dog in our life wouldn't be possible without all of you. Dog guides, suppliers, sponsors, foster families, volunteer, weekend families, every one of you make it possible for us to live a life with more freedom and peace of mind. Foster families who take in an 8-week-old puppy, go through loving and nurturing it, house training, the chewing stage, teaching it not to be afraid of things, taking this puppy everywhere and socializing it to only then return it after a year because you are selfless and see the greater picture for this puppy's life. That's unconditional love. Volunteers who take time to walk dogs and continue socializing them, even taking them home for weekends and holidays. You make a difference in the lives of these dogs. Sponsors who give you your treasure to ease the financial burden to us, the recipients of these beautiful dogs. You make it possible for us to receive a dog that we otherwise couldn't afford to buy. Suppliers who give food and equipment to dog guides so they can focus on training these dogs. Dog guides and all trainers, you provide a safe place for us to be while we learn what life is like with a service dog. You open up the door for us to live our best life with man's best friend, our new dog. You somehow manage to not only train these dogs to do a specific job, but then match them to us, their new family. You spend countless hours investing in dogs so others can live a more meaningful life. To all of you, thank you, for your unconditional gift is truly appreciated. Each of you has a part in making our lives richer because you gave so much of yourself, never asking, what's in it for me? May you truly comprehend the difference you have made to total strangers. Sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna try to not cry too much this one. My name is Francesca, and our family has been matched with Yogi, an autism assistance dog for my son Teddy, who is 5 years old. Also in our class are Sylvia and Deb, who just spoke, both here training successor dogs for each of their sons, Lucas and Daniel. Through this time here at Lions Foundation, Sylvia has shared her story with me. After 6 years of devoted service, Lucas's dog Rizzo is now retired, and Icy will be bringing his own youthful energy to their family to keep up with their now teenaged boy. Sylvia has shared with me much of the positive impact Rizzo has made in Lucas's life. Rizzo provides a sense of security, emotional well-being, and mitigates his anxiety and loneliness. In stressful public spaces, she is the calm Lucas needs. Her once little boy has become more independent and autonomous, thanks to the self-confidence Rizzo has supported him in developing. Rizzo is now their adopted and beloved pet at home in Mont-Tremblant, and they look forward to the excellent job they know Icy will do. For myself, there are many unknowns, given that Yogi is our first guide dog.
It has been humbling seeing just how much goes into each pup here. And the gift that we are receiving is not at all lost on us. On the other side of all the energy this team has poured into Yogi's training is a little boy who will find safety in public, who will find a friend in a world that is confused by him, and who will have a mother who will watch him grow instead of watching doors close around him. For every dog here, there is a family whose life will be forever changed. And that's all thanks to you. It's thanks to your willingness to march into Lake Ontario to teach a poodle to swim. Your commitment to scrubbing purple paw prints from the halls. Your months of starting a puppy's life off right. To the fosters, trainers, sponsors, donors, volunteers, and everyone else who has given us this gift of hope. We are so very grateful for you. Thank you.
Autism Assistance Program.
Lucas and Icy. Lucas walks on a trail beside Rizzo, a now retired black standard poodle in a red autism assistance dog harness. Icy, a black standard poodle in a red autism assistance dog harness, looks at the camera. A big thank you to Icy's foster family, Terry and Glenn Cheney, day school volunteers Brian Turnock and Liz Cooper. Daniel and Thor. Daniel wears a red and white Canada hat and a gray shirt that says autism, while sitting on a wooden pony. Thor sits on a picnic bench in a red autism assistance dog harness. A big thank you to Thor's foster family, Aaron Roick, volunteer sitters Kelly Partington and family, Rebecca Taylor, Jerry Ormison, and the team's generous donor Susan McCracken. Teddy and Yogi. Teddy eats ice cream and sits beside Yogi, a yellow golden lab cross in a red autism assistance dog harness, lying on the floor. A big thank you to Yogi's foster family, Angel Hargrove and family, and the team's generous donor, Walker Wood Foundation.
Shouldn't have touched it. Shouldn't touch anything. Okay, so now I'd like to congratulate our facility support clients that are here tonight. So when I say your name, please stand so we can acknowledge you. First up, we have Lise and her secondary handler, Kira, who's not here tonight. They were matched with Luann, who is also a princess, just like Corey. Luann shared her birthday with us here and thinks it was a birthday week, not just a birthday. So we've been working with that with Luann. Lise and Luann will be going back to work at the Santerre de Santé Communautaire, Hamilton, Niagara. And they are going to be doing phenomenal work. Thank you. I've been practicing that all day. We've been working on it for a few days. And next, I would like to acknowledge Jody and Steph. They were matched with Ranger, and Ranger, Jody, and Steph will be heading back to the Ontario Provincial Police in the Essex County area, where Ranger will be helping with the officers, in their environment. So in our facility program, we train dogs for organizations that take the dog back and help their clientele deal with any sort of trauma. It could be criminal, it could be mental health. We've put dogs in child and youth advocacy centers. So they are going to be helping the community. So not just one individual client, they are going to be helping many, many individuals. So I would like to welcome up Jody and Lise, and they are going to talk about where the dog that they've been matched with is going to help in their community.
Okay, so as Courtney mentioned, Lise and I are part of the Facility Support Dog Program, which we're incredibly grateful to be part of. We are extremely grateful for these incredible dogs that has been generously provided to us by Lions Foundation of Canada Guide Dogs. They will be doing some amazing work at our organizations. We want to thank several people that were part of this journey. Courtney, Alana, and Mavis, your dedication, commitment, patience, and humor will not be forgotten, especially the humor, because we had a lot of laughs along the way. Thank you for what you do with these dogs and for your kindness through the last 10 days with us. You are truly special people. Thank you to Sandy and the kitchen staff. That's close to my heart because I get hangry sometimes. The meals were delicious and kept our bellies full. Thank you to all of the volunteers, and I'm sorry if I missed some, but the day school, the walkers, the kennel staff, everyone we came in contact with were so friendly and caring. Thank you to the cleaning staff. They often get forgotten. They kept our rooms incredibly clean and the facility incredibly clean, especially with those purple paw prints from the mulberries outside. Thank you to Stephanie at Client Services. Your patience with our questions, and I know I sent a bunch to you, and I'm sure Lise did as well, and your genuine kindness will not be forgotten. Thank you to Ranger and Luann's foster families. That's where I'm going to get emotional. You provide such an integral part of this process and give these amazing dogs the incredible start to their journey. Lise and I are so grateful for the incredible gift of these dogs and the work that they will be doing and will be giving back to so many people. Lise will explain the work that Luann will be doing, and I'll explain the work that Ranger will be doing.
Hi, everyone. Bonjour à tous. My name is Lise Corriveau. I am the Director of Mental Health Services for the Centre de Santé Communautaire Hamilton-Niagara. We are a community health center that services the Francophone community. We have a multitude of services such as, I'll just name off a few, primary care, we have settlement services, we have dental programs for seniors, we have mental health services, we have victims against violence services, early on center, just to name a few. However, Luann will be starting her journey in our mental health services, working with children and youth and their families, as well as adults and seniors throughout their therapeutic journey. Once Luann is comfortable in her new role, we may expand her work within the seniors dental program as well as the falls prevention program. I was pleasantly surprised to meet Luann and to learn that her name is bilingual, which will make things a lot easier for her transition within the Centre de Santé. I've been working hard with Luann the past week and a half, teaching her French commands, which she has been picking up very quickly. I also want to take the opportunity to thank my executive director, France Vaillancourt. Without her support, we would not be taking Luann home with us today. I also want to thank Pet Value, Port Colborne, as well as Maine West Hospital and Al's Country Mutts. We are a non-for-profit organization, and without their commitment to support Luann, we also would not be taking home Luann today. I will pass it on to Jody. Thanks.
So as you can see, I'm part of the OPP. That's pretty obvious. Ranger will be joining the OPP as a wellness dog for OPP officers and our civilian members. This has been a 2-year journey to have this program become a reality within the OPP. In response to multiple police officer suicides, there was a need for better mental health supports, and Ranger will be one of those supports. He will be utilized for member wellness visits, critical incident debriefs, police memorial ceremonies, police funerals, visits alongside our healthy workplace team social workers, and much more. He can be used as a unique tool to assist our members with trauma they face each and every day. He will be in contact with hundreds, if not thousands, of RPP members and amongst many of his amazing skills, his wave and fist bump, which he learned, will definitely be a hit among our officers. There are no words to express our gratitude to Dog Guides for Ranger. We really appreciate it.
Anh tổ cô hộp siêu.
Facility Support Program.
Ontario Provincial Police, Jody and Ranger. A big thank you to Ranger's foster family, Nancy Chasen. Centre de Santé Communautaire Hamilton Niagara. Lise and Luann. A big thank you to Luann's foster family, Joanne Vogt, Day School volunteer Anne Emery Howlett, and the team's generous donors, Ridgeway Lions Club and Welland Lions Club.
Well, this brings to a close our summer graduation ceremony. I hope you all enjoyed hearing from our graduates and the amazing things they're going to be doing. I'm always moved by their stories, and everyone has a story, as you've heard tonight. And tonight our graduates have a new chapter to add to this story. We are proud and honored to play just a small part of that. So to our graduates, we wish you all the very best of this next part of your journey with your new dog guide. We hope that it is rich with hope, optimism, confidence, independence, and a bit of adventure too. As always, thank you to our amazing volunteers, our donors, our sponsors. You make all the difference in the days of our lives of our clients. We so appreciate what you do. The kindness, your spirit of generosity, and the passion you demonstrate through your support is unmatched. As you heard over the course of the night, it really and truly does take a lot of people to help raise and train these dog guides. We hope that you will consider becoming a part of this community if you haven't already done so. So just a couple of housekeeping items before we wrap up the formal part of our presentation. We ask that you remain in this area while we give our clients a chance to relieve their dogs, maybe relieve themselves a little bit. Come, take a deep breath, and then they will be ready to meet with you. We will be giving you directions on where to go in the nicest possible way to meet up with your specific teams and give you some guidance on how to connect with the teams, just some etiquette to make sure that they're being respectful and recognizing our clients. I also believe our gift shop is open, so please feel free to browse if you don't already own enough dog guide merchandise, and really, what's too much dog guide merchandise? And lastly, as a reminder that this has been a long journey for our clients. Some of them are still in class, some of them have travel ahead of them. So we want to be respectful of that time tonight. So we will be coming around and giving you a 5-minute warning to say time to wrap things up before we kindly usher you out the doors. So thank you again for joining us tonight, honoring our new graduates. I hope you enjoyed the ceremony and enjoy the rest of the summer.